Hi everybody, Beans and Notes here. Today's Saturday, November, February 17th, 2024. And grab your coffee, hang on the couch, and let's do coffee couch corner time. Say that real fast, huh? Alright, so today I want to touch on the topic of filters and water and how to get your coffee to taste the way you like it or even better. So I want to read from my notes, and I actually added some stuff since I've written this, but there's a lot to cover. You know, getting a good cup of coffee is like science. Who ever thought sitting in 7th grade science class would be beneficial in your adult life? I didn't. I believe without realizing we use our senses to, if you want to use the word, science something. So today, again, we're going to talk about filters and water filters. First, we're going to touch on the filter parts. I got 4 different filters. 1's the permanent, 2 is the cloth, 3 is the bleach filters, and 4 is the natural unbleached filters. The plastic filters. And that's what I have here. I bought one just in case I needed to use it. And I did actually use it so I could see what it was like. Personally, I don't know. I don't like it. I'm pretty sure I wrote this in my notes, so please give me a second. Sorry. I play you some music, but I don't have anything to play. Okay. Yes, the other day. Well, let's talk about the plastic. Let's go through all of them. And then I'll go back to the experiments I've been doing, okay, with the filters. So I know firsthand for myself. Again, it might be different for you. Okay, plastic filters are often made of BP-free plastic. The drawbacks of plastic filter include a potential impact on the flavor of the coffee, which is true, due to this material's chemical makeup, and the risk of fine plastic mesh becoming clogged and damaged over time. With that, I'm going to go into what I did. So since I was going to talk about this, I figured let me check this out. I got this when I got my coffee pot, just in case I needed it. Right now, I use these. Actually, they're the wrong ones. I have to get the ones that fit my filter, but it still works. These are unbleached. So, I use the same coffee blend I was using before, the Cowboy blend, the dark medium. Ground it at the same settings that I've always been doing my coffee with. Because I ground my coffees every morning. The results were the coffee in the pot looked like motor oil. No lie. It looked like motor oil. Or it looked like tea, but more of motor oil. It wasn't as dark and as rich that it normally is when I use these filters. It just wasn't. And it didn't taste the same. It kind of tasted like regular store coffee. And this is specialty coffee. I mean, it was still okay, don't get me wrong, but it definitely changed the dynamics of the coffee and the way it looked. Like I said, in the pot, it had a motor. I should have videotaped that. It looked like motor oil. That's the best way I could describe it. I couldn't taste none of the notes that were in the coffee that I drink, which is cocoa, caramel, vanilla. And the cocoa note was very noticeable when I'm not using the plastic filter. So I just wanted to share that. That was my experience in my testing. Plus, you got to clean these. You might save the environment. I don't know. I got it just in case I needed it. I guess I used it for something else. Okay, so let's go to the next one. The metal filters. Metal filters are stainless steel or titanium, often sustainable, reusable option for coffee brewing. Allow more coffee oils to pass through compared to paper filters. Result of full body taste. They are easy to clean, can last for a long time with proper care. The disadvantages of the metal filters include the potential of slightly higher amount of sediment in the final cup of coffee, and you'll need to periodically replace the fine mesh is vulnerable to clogging over time. The cloth filters, didn't use either one of these, made of cotton or linen, are often reusable option for brewing coffee. The balance between paper and metal filters by allowing some of the coffee oils to pass through while still retaining finer sediment particles. This result is a clean cup of coffee with modern body flavor and eco-family friendly, long lasting. They require regular cleaning maintenance to avoid growth of bacteria and mold. Huh? Isn't that nice? Let's talk about the bleach filters. That's right, bleach. I like visual, which a lot of people probably, they're the white filters. Can you imagine the bleach filter? They cost more or less than these, the natural ones. That's pretty messed up. Again, bleach. That's the white filters. I don't know. I don't want to drink bleach personally. Okay, they're treated with chlorine or oxygen, resulting in a white appearance. Bleach ones have been whitened. I don't know why that is. This can be done through a tiny amount of chlorine, sometimes called oxygen bleaching. I don't know. I want this in here tasting good, and I never used them. My ex-wife used to use them. I didn't know anything back then. Not that I have it down yet either, but I'm learning. There are still concerns over their environmental impact. In fact, in 2012, a study published in Environmental Engineering and Management Journal found that the discharge from chlorine bleaching was the most significant environmental issues in the major filter brands. Make clear which bleaching method they're using when they're packaging. So, would that be cool? I don't know. I don't know. These are my opinions, okay? Then we got the unbleached ones. These. Got the wrong size ones, but they still work. Okay? I'm not here advertising. I'm just showing you what I'm using. Let me get through this and I'm going to go back to that one. It's obvious there's no bleach. Some say that using these filters, these a paper taste. Personally, I didn't taste any paper in my coffee. But I think it's safer than the bleach ones. I would think so. And if you use an unbleached filter and you pour over like Mr. Coffee or stuff, coffee machine without rinsing it, there's a chance that you might get papery notes. To be honest with you, I never rinsed the filter. So after me researching this, I decided to do that. And I will get to you in a minute of what happened. Now, let's keep going. If you're concerned or still taste paper, then try this. Place your filter in the brewing device. Pre-wet the filter by pouring hot water over it. Make sure it does not leave gaps. Discard the water. Necessarily rinse the second time. Continue to brew your coffee. Regardless of whatever filter is bleached or unbleached, the pre-rinse steps removes any residue that helps ensure that the coffee's natural flavors come through. Okay, so I decided to test that one too. Put this in my coffee container, wetted it, put coffee in. I'm using the same coffee I've been using, the dark roast, the Cowboy blend. To me, I didn't like it. I didn't get to taste the notes the way I normally do. After all, that's the reason why I'm drinking coffee. I like to taste the notes. I mean, I don't get wired drinking coffee like some people have the cup of coffee to wake up. That's not me. I did not personally see a difference. Again, this is taste. For you, it might be different. Okay? All right, environmental impact. When it comes to environmental impact of bleached to unbleached coffee filters, there is a difference in their production process. Bleached filters undergo chemical treatment that requires a process in the utilizing chemicals like chlorine to achieve the white color. However, bleach filters have a TCF, totally chlorine free, label, are more environmental friendly than those without. On the other hand, unbleached filters do not undergo the same chemical treatment, which makes them more environmental friendly option. Personally, I love the environment, but the heck with them. I'm more worried about me. Why do I want to put poison in my body? That's just me. Don't get mad at me now. Okay, filters, quality, and thickness. The quality of your filter is also important by ensuring clean coffee profiles and a good brew flow. Even with the slightest difference here, you can have a big impact on your drink. I'm going to stop right there for a minute. There's times where when I was grinding my coffee, my burr wasn't adjusted right. It was giving me very fine, sandy type grounds, which is more for espresso. In fact, one time I didn't even realize it was like that until I put it in the coffee pot, and the water just sat there. Isn't that what sand's supposed to do? Stop the water? I'm like, what the heck is this? Then I realized that my burr was messed up. So where am I going with that? It did taste different, even with that. Why am I telling you it? I don't know. I might come to a reason later. If I do, I'll let you know, okay? Sorry about that. Oh, okay. On top of that, make sure you choose the right size filter for your brewing method and pay attention to the thickness. Filters that are too thin will allow water to flow through too quickly. This is why I told you that. And the thicker filters may keep more oils out of your brew. If you're looking to buy a thicker filter, prepare to pay a little more. You pay for what you get. Luckily, the difference in the price is minuscule. The effects of the oil, flavors, and aroma. Me, I love the smell of coffee beans before they're even in the coffee pot. Delicious. Different types of coffee filters affect the oil, flavors, aroma of the coffee in unique ways. For an example, paper filters absorb the coffee oils and trap the fine particles, leading to a cleaner and smoother cup of coffee, which reduces bitterness. On the other hand, metal filters allow some of the oils and fine particles to pass through, resulting in more robust and full-bodied flavor, acidity levels. Paper filters generally produce a cup with higher acidity levels, as they allow acidic compounds to pass through while trapping the bitter compounds. Conservatively, metal filters may produce coffee with lower acidity, as they permit a higher level of bitter compounds to remain in the cup. Each coffee has a different acid level too also. Okay, some people can handle more than others. I'm not much on acid. The sediment. Paper filters, being finer, are more effective in catching sediment and producing a cleaner, crisper coffee. Meanwhile, the metal filters, especially in the methods like French press, will allow the sediment to pass through, leading to somewhat grittier and muddier cup. Okay. And like I told you the other day, I used the permanent one instead of this. And this didn't taste right. Alright, so let's go on to water. If there's anything, please write it in the comments. Please, please, please. I'm trying to get this up and running. Because again, the vision for this is to open a coffee music venue where people can come have hope, cup of coffee, encouragement. And also the biggest thing, part of the proceeds are going to go help victims that were sex trafficked. If you didn't see that video, it's in my thing about the why of Beans and Notes coffee. Okay, now water. Sorry, I rabbit trail a lot. Water impacts the taste of your coffee. Tap water, calcium, magnesium, potassium are the most common materials in tap water. These minerals are not harmful at all. In fact, they are generally good. Though their primary benefit in the water is to make it taste better. The ratio of minerals to water is what determines whether your water is considered hard or soft. Hard water contains much higher mineral content. Hold on, I lost my train here. Sorry about that. I like paper. I don't like looking online to read. Alright, so go back. Tap water, calcium, magnesium, potassium are the most common minerals in tap water. These minerals are not harmful at all. In fact, they are generally good. Through their primary benefit in water, make it taste better. The ratio of minerals to the water is what determines whether your water is considered hard or soft. Hard water contains a much higher mineral count than soft water, and many people prefer the taste of hard water when drinking it plain. These minerals in the water actually enhances the flavor of coffee during the brewing process. But a mineral content that's too high or too low can actually ruin the taste. Additionally, hard water can cause mineral buildup over time, which can affect the performance of your espresso machine, but I also believe your I'll use the coffee machine. I do believe that. All right, TDS, total dissolved solids. TDS refers to total concentration of dissolved substances in drinking waters, including inorganic salts, organic matters. Recommended TDS of water for coffee is between 30 to 100 TDS. There is a meter to test the water. No, I don't have that. Hardness to alkalinity ratio. Alkalinity is the capacity to resist acidic changes, which is fairly important quality when dealing with coffee. Okay. You need a certain degree of alkalinity, balance, and hardness to level your water and interact with the best flavors of your coffee. The ratio is 2 to 1. And then even go with alkalinity. I'm rabbit trailing. Our body's acidic. To stay healthy, we need to eat more higher pH. You know, like 8 and above. The acidic stuff makes us sick. That's a freebie. Types of water. Distilled water is potable and therefore can be made to make coffee, but take caution because the minerals have been removed. Distilled water is not as tasty as tap water, and it has a tendency to leach minerals from whatever it comes in contact with, including your coffee and brewing equipment. Reverse osmosis. This process results in pure drinking water free of contamination, molecules, and minerals. Most bottled water companies use reverse osmosis to treat their water. Reverse osmosis is great to drink, but it doesn't always produce the tastiest coffee because it lacks minerals. Minerals has a big key to this. Purified water. Purified water undergoes filtration to make it safe to drink. From most municipal water suppliers, purified drinking water before it's distributed. You can buy a water filter pitchers to take this a step further, or what do I got? A pure filter, a pure water filter you can put on your kitchen sink. Filtering tap water removes excess calcium that builds up, as well as compounds that does not taste good. Alkalinity water has a higher pH than regular water, about 8 to 9 compared to neutral 7 pH. Alkalinity water contains magnesium, calcium, but also alkaline minerals and negative oxidation reduction potentials, ORP, that acts like an oxycontin. Oh man, imagine saying that real fast. All right, now that you know, all right, that's on the other page. Sorry. Now that you know the types of filtered waters are out there, let's look at the best water for your coffee and espresso. Best water for brewing coffee. Purified water is the best types of water to drink and to use for brewing coffee by filtering out contaminations and excess minerals. You'll be using tasty water that doesn't cause much buildup in your equipment. It is incredibly convenient as most water filter pitchers are reasonably priced and they can be easily stored in the fridge. Alkalinity water is great for brewing coffee also. The alkalinity boosts flavor, neutralizes bitterness, and help brew a delicious cup. Alkalinity water pitchers are also easy to find and keep in your fridge. Also, avoid using distilled or reversed, what's it called again? Reverse, I should know that I used to work with this stuff. Reverse osmosis water, as these types leach minerals from your brewing equipment and eventually causes damage. Additionally, since no minerals are present in these water types, meaning your coffee will not be as tasty. While the type of water you can use, or the type of water you use, can influence the taste of your coffee, and so can your water ratio. That's where I want it. All right, I'm going to get the coffee ratio in a minute. All right, the best coffee for espresso, for you espresso guys out there. Soft filter tap water, filter alkaline water are also the best types of water used for espresso machines. Unfiltered hard water causes a buildup within the pipes of your espresso machine, which affects the taste of your coffee and causes your machine to break down. Best water filters for your coffee filter, the Brittner. These are not paid videos. Okay, this is the information I got. The best water filters for a good cup of coffee, the Brittner water filter pitcher. Brittner is probably one of the most popular water filter systems out there. You can find this filter nearly everywhere. Brittner filters out chlorine, copper, zinc, and other harmful compounds, yielding delicious drinking water, perfect for brewing coffee. The EHM alkaline water filter pitcher. I never heard of this one. If you want to go the alkaline route, this water from EHM is highly recommended choice. The EM alkaline water filter pitcher removes free radicals, toxin, removes acidic compounds, and delivers a delicious water that helps a delicious cup of coffee being brewed. Then it goes into the commercial grade water filter. That'd be more like people with coffee shops. Okay, many coffee shops invest in commercial grade water filter system to get the best water coffee. Most of these water filters are reverse osmosis to purify. So cafes usually bypass a bit of tap water for minerals and flavor. All right, so let's talk about the coffee water ratio. Okay, in my Mr. Coffee, let me get it for you. It's right here. Excuse my back. Sorry about that. As you see, there's the cups, up to 12. Well, according to Mr. Coffee, a cup of coffee is 5 ounces. All right, here's a water pitcher. According to this, it's 8 ounces. My aunt used to be a waitress in a diner for forever, like 60 years. A cup of coffee goes from everywhere 4 ounces to 12 ounces. So, depends on your cup. Is it this big? Is it bigger or what? That makes a difference in your coffee taste too. Coffee ratio, how much you're putting in. I know they tell you teaspoon, tablespoons. I'm going to get into that later. Actually, they're pretty accurate because I do it by weight. So everything's up to you on what you want to do and your taste. If it's tasting junky, change something. If it's acidic, whatever. Please write these in the comments, please. If you know me, I appreciate your texts and everything, but please put them in the comments because somebody out there might have the answer that's better than me, okay? And we want to help you get a better cup of coffee, right? And sometimes less expensive is not better. Because you save in one area doesn't mean you save in another. You know, personally, I would pay the farmers than the pharmaceutical industry. That's just my take. So with that being said, I think that's it. Have a great day. Cheers. And again, if you like it, please give it a thumb up, share it. Comments. What type of coffee do you like? Seriously. Don't be shy. Have a good day. Peace out.